Oh, good evening, or morning, or afternoon, whichever one it is for you. Welcome to another episode of OmenG's Stupid Scary Stories. I'm gonna change this desktop background, make it a little more interesting. Let's see what we have here. How about this? We'll use this. Why not? Well, yesterday was interesting. Had a delicious meal. It was delicious, actually. Quite delicious. Came home and I corpsed. Something awesome. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. In fact, I don't really know what the fuck I'm going to talk about, to be honest with you. It's disturbing. I'll tell you about this dream I had. How about that? That was what I'll tell you about. Now, I'm sure you all know that in my dreams, I have like all types of superpowers and shit. And I remember, it's not really a dream so much of it's an imaginative daydream. You know, one of my coworkers came up to me and was like, if you could have one of these two powers, which one would you choose? You can teleport anywhere you want to, right? Anywhere you want. Or you can clone yourself through teleportation. It was a weird thing. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, I wouldn't really want either of those powers. Because I don't think teleporting is as cool as everybody, thinks it is. Because I'm thinking, right, in my brain, right, I'm thinking one of two things, or both of them, are happening when you are teleporting, right? Either A, you're moving so fast that you seem to instantaneously teleport someplace else. Now, me, I'm not trying to move that fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if something gets in your way? Splat. So I'm like, no, can't be that way, right? The other way, which also doesn't sound very appealing to me, is that you're somehow disintegrated and then put back together wherever you're being teleported to, right? That's, if you were using a teleportation device. Now, how would one just teleport themselves without using stuff? It's a weird power to have. Wouldn't want it. I wouldn't want it, Like, what if, right, you think that you're about to teleport into an empty room, right? But this room is full of, like, knives and things, swords, that are haphazardly strewn about. Not in any real order. Like, if you were to walk in there normally, you would get fucked up. Now, you teleport into this shit, like, knives are all sticking out of you and shit. That's not good. You know what they should do? They should have, like, a book of, like, superpowers, all the superpowers that they've ever come up with, mutant abilities or whatever, and then have, like, the drawbacks of it. Like, what happens if, you're not real good at teleporting. Like I said, you go to teleport into the airplane thinking you're cool, like, watch this, I'm gonna fly to Hawaii. Why you would fly to Hawaii instead of just teleport there? Whatever, I'm just saying. Like, you go to teleport into the airplane, but miscalculation, when you're looking at it, the plane's one place, but when you actually teleport to the other spot, even though it's instantaneous, it's not instantaneous. It's not like time stops while you teleport, right? No, it doesn't stop. It still goes. So what if you teleport into the fucking engine? Now you're dead or dying or fucked up, one or the other, and the whole plane's gonna crash. Now, maybe when you teleport into said engine, you're like, oh god, this is not where I want to be. You can teleport fucking out of it. But if you're panicking and shit, like, where would you teleport to? Right? Like, what would you be thinking? Like, what if I was thinking, I don't know what I would be thinking if I was stuck in an airplane engine, except I don't want to die. That's not a teleportable place. You don't teleport to I don't want to die land. At least I don't think so. Maybe they do. I have no idea. Right, but anyway, so I was thinking to myself, the ultimate superpower would be not immortal life. Who wants to live forever? Shit, that would suck. End up being the only person alive. Or you just watch people die all the time, and then, that'd be no fun. That'd be no fun at all. What would be fun, however, is invulnerability. Nothing can harm you at all. Nothing. Not a damn thing. Except for you. That's it. You're the only person that can harm yourself. So, they would have to use some type of mind control against you to make you hurt yourself. Otherwise, and you don't have to be super strong or anything. If you can't be destroyed to a sense. Now, of course, you get old and die. I'm not saying you live forever because that would suck, like I told you. But being invulnerable until you die, well, that's cool. And of course, let's say you did live forever because nothing could hurt you. Well, then you could hurt yourself. So, when you get tired of this shit, just choke yourself out. But yeah, so let's think about all the things that I would do. Well, you don't want to think about these things, but I'm thinking about if I was invulnerable. Not super strong, just normal, regular person like myself. You wouldn't have to do anything. If people knew they couldn't hurt you at all, no matter what they did. Could you imagine this, right? Walk into a fucking club, just to be a dick, you start fucking with people, smack somebody's drink out their hand, right? Ha! Fuck you. And then walk off. You're talking to somebody else's girl, yeah, what up, girl? Knowing goddamn well she's got a man. Shit. He's got a fucking bottle of champagne in his hand. Walks up behind you, flips the bottle around, smash! Busts all over the place. You're just sitting there still talking, right? You're just talking to the girl. You look back oh, where? Hey, how you know, man? You should go over there, right? Now, of course, this is gonna piss the motherfucker even more. Maybe he thinks you have a plate in your head or some shit, right? So he starts wailing pow, 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 pow. Now he's stronger than you. So it's not like you're just sitting there and you're not moving from the force. Yeah, you're moving from the force, but it's doing absolutely nothing. Your face isn't marked, bruised, battered, broken. You don't even feel it. You're just, the force is moving. So, you pretend and fall out your chair. Ah! He's like, yeah, starts kicking you. You're all, right? When he's done, you just get up, sit back down, start talking to his girl again. Now, what was I saying? Now, of course, after this, right, it's going to escalate. It's going to escalate. The knife comes out. What? Start stabbing. Still nothing. In fact, the knife bends. Doesn't even enter into your meat. Once again, you're just sitting there looking, right? Oh, God. Now, of course, at this point, you would think, me personally, after the fucking ass whooping was handed down, or the bottle was smashed, I probably would have walked the fuck away and been like, well, you know what, homegirl, if you want to talk to this guy, well, fine, I'm not trying to die for this. But no, that's not what happens here, right? So boom, the knife doesn't work. What? Fuck that. Pulls out the jammy. Pow, 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 pow. Ah, you fall down. Oh, God. And start laughing. Hand him his bullets. You might need these later. Now, everybody sees this. Now, you might get one more person that jumps out from behind the bar with the shotgun. Pow! Shoots you right in the face. The smoke clears. You're standing there smiling about it. Haven't put your hands on anybody. Guess what? Nobody else is ever going to fuck with you again. Why would they? What'd be the point? There'd be no point. You walk anywhere and people just be like, yo, don't even waste your time, dude. You can't do shit to this motherfucker. At all. Nothing hurts him. Something has to hurt him. Motherfucker pulls out a flamethrower. Laughing. Right now. You're on fire, of course, because your clothes are gonna burn off and shit. So you're mad now because you're butt-ass naked. Butt-ass naked. And you just bought those clothes. You just bought them. Because you were just at the club. You got shot, stabbed, shotgun to the face, beat up. Now flamethrowered. Now at this point, I guess you could slap the shit out of them or do something, but what's the purpose? Why exercise violence at this point? Eventually they're gonna stop. I mean, yeah, you're gonna get that one person that's gonna up the ante and somebody's gonna jump into their car and then just boom, smack into you. You go flying, your shoes come off. You land on the ground. Roll over. Start acting like you're dead again. Like, shaking. They come over there like, yeah, told you. Then you jump up and start doing a dance. Give me my shoes back. Slap them with a backhand. Pow! At this point, I really think that they would probably maybe give up. But no, because the car's not big enough, right? So now a dump truck hits you. Nothing. Airplane, they crash it into you for some strange reason. I don't know why. Nothing. Blow up a whole building and drop it on top of you. Nothing. You come out eating a bucket of fried chicken that you found somewhere. Just chillaxing like, oh shit, this is wonderful. Now they send the Avengers after you. The Avengers! Fucking Professor X is trying to control your... Well, he's not in the Avengers, but you know what I'm saying. Well, is he in the Avengers? I don't know. I don't think so. But, Professor X from the X-Men. That's where he's from. Professor X. He comes over there with his mind control trying ass. But, I beat Magneto up not too long ago, and I took his fucking helmet. So I have the helmet now. Or you have the helmet. Whoever has these invulnerable powers has the helmet. Let's just say that. So he can't control your mind. Can't read it, none of that. So he doesn't know that your weakness is you. Like, you are the only one that can defeat you. And why would you want to? Until, of course, you're bored with life and tired of it, then yeah, you probably would, but not at this point. Right now, you're having fun because they're doing everything they can at you. Everything, right? They put you in a box, try to lock you away. Of course, that doesn't work because you can't be harmed. You're invulnerable to harm, danger, anything that could cause you any ill fucking effects. So, if you're locked in a box, that would be bad for you. Somehow, your power would allow this box to not keep you contained in it for longer than you could take. So, yeah, let's say you just walk in and you're like, hey, you know what? Put me in a jail cell for a long time. You'll be like, are you sure about this? Like, yeah, I'm invulnerable. Yeah, but that doesn't, well, try it. It might hurt my psyche and my mental capacity to do things normally. So go ahead, try it. Let's see if this works. Just as an experiment. And like somehow the bars just melt off because like at some point your brain starts to fracture and that's harming you, obviously, because you may harm yourself. Be an interesting power to have. I would have to like work out the details a little bit more. You walk into a bank. Hey, I'd like to make a withdrawal. Do you have an account here? No. Well, then you have no money in this bank. No, I do have money in this bank. The money that's in this bank is not my money. That's very funny. No, I'm dead serious. I want to make a withdrawal of all the money that's in the bank right now. Now, of course, she's going to hit the little button, right? She's going to hit the button. Cops are going to come. You're not going to do anything but stand there at the fucking counter waiting for her to give you the money that you asked for, right? Here come the cops. Sir, let's go. No, I'm not leaving anywhere until I have my money. Sir, we're going to arrest you if you don't leave. Well, come on, do it. Put you in handcuffs. They fall off. They're looking at you like, what the fuck kind of trick is this? They get out with the billy clubs. Look, sir, don't resist. I'm not resisting. I'm just standing here. Well, how did that happen? Because I have powers that you don't have. Yeah, okay, well, it sounds like you're crazy. They smack you with the stick. Nothing happens. You're just standing there looking at them like, what the fuck is this about? What are you doing? Stop. I want my money. I'm getting my money, right? So now they're angry. How cops get sometimes, I can understand it to a certain degree, but now they're mad. You're not listening to them. You're getting smacked with billy clubs. You're not falling down crying. They tase you. You're just like, I did have an itch right there. Thank you. That was most pleasant. You scratched it with that little jolt of scratchy electricity. Thank you. Now they're even more mad, right? Someone yells, he's got a gun. They start dumping rounds. Pow, 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 pow. Nothing happens. They run. They run. They're gone. They're out the door. We don't want no parts of this shit. God damn. Never seen that before. He has no vest on. Holes in his shirt, but no holes in him. They leave, right? Now you turn back to the lady at the cash register or the bank teller lady, and you're like, hey, listen, about that withdrawal that I told you I was making. I'd like to make that withdrawal now. Thank you. And then you walk out with all the money, right? Of course, you're going to walk out to the SWAT team sitting there with a sharpshooter. Pow! He's going to take a shot, hit you in the dome piece. Nothing's going to happen. They're going to shoot you again. They're going to take several shots. Several. And they're going to be flabbergasted. You know, they're going to call the government. Guys in black suits are going to come knocking on your door. You're going to look at them like, what do you want? What is it that you want? We want you to come with us. Well, that's not going to happen. I'm going to stay right here where I'm at. I'm not going with you anywhere. We thought you would say that. Did you? So what do you have planned to make me go? Now, of course, the first thing they're thinking is, well, sleeping gas isn't harmful. Not in itself, no. But what will happen to me once I fall asleep could be. So, once again, my super invulnerable power protects me from sleep gas. They're spraying the hell out of me. I'm just laughing. In fact, it works more like laughing gas. So I'm laughing my ass off. Ha 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 in their faces all day while they're doing this. They're getting angry now. They've called in other men in black. A couple of women in black too. They're asking me questions about, or you. Doesn't have to be me, it could be you. Questions. Questions about, are you an alien and shit? Now here's the thing, right? If I was an alien, why would I tell them? If I look human, like, what would be the purpose of this? So they can try to dissect me? Now, of course, once people are aware of your abilities and powers, you're gonna have fuckers knocking at your door, asking you all types of fucking questions. You might even have some worshipers out there, right? And see, this is where power becomes bad, right? This vulnerability makes you very arrogant. Now you feel as if you run the world, or at least you're a small part of it for now. You decide, you know what, I'm gonna take this up a notch. Fuck just taking money out of banks. I'm gonna take the whole bank. Like, I own the bank now. And I'm gonna make money like they make money. Of course, people are gonna be really upset about this. Well, the banking guys are. They're gonna be mad. Oh, you can't do that. Well, yes, I can. I can do anything I want, right? Now, they'll figure out a way to infiltrate you, usually by woman, tricky devils as they are. She'll come in there with one plan, to get your guard down, right? Get it down. Probably have you having some libations. You'll think everything is all good. But, haha, your power has a mind of its own. It's like, no, buddy, you can't drink this, because then you'll get drunk. And if you get drunk, then, well, things can happen that we don't want to have happen. Like you walk off of a fucking balcony and fall down. Then you'll die, right? And the people be trying to figure out ways to make you hurt yourself all the time. But you would have to hurt yourself. You understand what I'm saying? People can't set it up so that you do hurt yourself. The intention has to be one that you have intended to do yourself. So like, for instance, you're walking down the street and somebody puts a fucking, I don't know, a stick so that you trip onto some spikes. Well, they did that, so it doesn't work. But if your dumb ass is running around like a fucking jackass and you're not watching where you're going, you trip and fall onto said stick, well then you're fucked. Because that's you doing it to yourself. That would be the drawback. That would be the only drawback. You have to be careful, like more careful than you would normally be as a regular person. Because not only do you have people trying to figure out if they can fuck you up, you can only fuck you up, and you probably would stay in the house a lot of the time. I don't know. I wouldn't. I would be out there causing ruckus. Ruckus I would cause. Tons of it. Just because. And not like mayhem and murder or anything like that. Just ruckus. Just, you know, go to bad places and fuck with the people there. Find a commune full of... I'm not going to talk about it. But I think you all know where was going in the mind. Can't talk about violence unless it's fictional. Which brings me to the next part of my dream. The actual dream. All that shit right there before was just me spitting about nonsense. But the dream was this dream here. I woke up, right? And I was surrounded by these huge black stones. And they were like super smooth and shiny. almost reflectively shiny, almost like they were like black glass, right? But they were stone, I could tell that. They were arranged in this like half circle, right? And it's dark as fuck, but for whatever strange reason, I can see these dark black fucking stones. So I don't know how to explain it. It was two different darknesses in the same darkness. And here I am within this darkness, right? And I remember hearing a noise coming from somewhere in this darkness. So I start walking, right? And every time my foot touches the ground, it's like a vibration. Like you can feel something vibrating. It was weird. Almost like if you were in a room and every time you step, the bass like under your foot. So, you know, walking. And I put my hands on one of these black, smooth, shiny stones. And it turns a brilliant red color. Like almost like a liquid, but solid. It looked like it was flowing in place. And my hand went inside of it. And immediately I was transported into this weird place. I was very colorful, but oddly colorful. You know what I mean? Like the colors were just off a bit. Enough that it made you mad. But really, it did make me mad. Like, this was an angry dream, but nothing angry happened. And I'm just going to continue to explain it to you because you're probably like, well, what action? No, there was no action. It was just me going through these different weird colored worlds, I guess. But like I was saying, the colors were just, they were off. Like, red was either too red or not red enough, if that makes any sense. But it wasn't too red or not red enough to be considered another color. Strange. Blues were weird and greens were weird. And everything was just like vividly colored, but just off, like I said. And it started fucking with my head. It started making things loud, right, in my brain. So I keep walking and finally, like, it just starts fading and melting into different color patterns. Like all these different odd colors. Like color, I wish I could explain them. They were liquidy and shiny. Some of them looked dry and like they looked like something you would feel. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. And they were all flowing together and intertwining and tangling and blending and separating, and it was just, I woke up and the sun was shining in my eyes through the blinds. And I'm like, aha, that's why everything was off. Sun in my dream, subconscious stuff. Well, that's all I'm going to talk about for now. I don't know if I'm going to talk about anything later. I'll definitely be streaming some games. I think today's games are going to be Grand Theft Auto Online and Watch Dogs 2. Why, you say? Well, because our guys in the Chaos are going to give their guys over in San Francisco a call and see if they could do a little digging on who Sham Lam and Sham Lao might be. If they're anybody at all. It could just be a fake dummy name to have us looking for them and they don't even exist. Right? I think it has something to do with that lady that came talking to us at the casino. But, you know, I have to dig a little bit deeper into that avenue. So next time, folks, enjoy your day. Don't spend too much money today because, you know, you still have Christmas coming and bills.